What's up, YouTube? It's Precise here, back with another video, and I'm here to give you my 5 players that need a comeback season in the 2018-19 season. Now, first we got a player named DAngelo Russell. He's one of my favorite players in the league right now. Obviously, D-Lo played for the Lakers for 2 years. He was the 2nd overall pick in the draft. When he was drafted, it honestly looked like the right decision. He had a high superstar potential. DAngelo Russell was a big point guard who had very good passing skills and also could shoot the ball. Now, DAngelo Russell was ridiculed by injury his last few years in the NBA. And it's not just because DAngelo's talent that he can't put up the numbers that we expect from a number 2 overall pick. I feel like it's everything else but the talent. It's his health, it's his chemistry with other players and coaches. And that just comes from maturing. Obviously, DAngelo Russell came in the league at 19 years old, which is a very young age. And for his injuries, he played very well this year before his knee surgery this season. He was close to averaging 22 points per game on like 28 minutes a game. And that is very good with a new team and a new staff working with him. Then the knee surgery kept him sidelined for a few months. And then when he came back, he wasn't his true self. I feel like it's a very big year for DAngelo Russell. It is a contract year. You know, he's going to his 4th season, I believe, and he has to get that bag, so he has to put up the work. And DAngelo Russell does have a good work ethic, and he also plays with a chip on his shoulder, which is very good in the NBA. And I think he will actually do that. I think he'll put up close to 20 points per game with good stats all around the board. He's only going to get better from here. Next, we have a player coming out the draft I really like, which is Thon Maker. Now, most Buck fans will tell you that Thon Maker made them very disappointed this season. You know, many people think that Thon Maker didn't progress in his game. He's a 7'1" player who can stretch the floor and can block shots. So the physical part is there for him. And not many people know his actual age. They say he was 20 years old when he first came in the league, but many people think he was like 26 or 27. And that may sound irrelevant now because if he's a young cat, that means he can improve his game because he's a young player. But if he's actually 25, 26, 27, that means he only can go so up in his game, and this might be the end of the road for him. Now, I liked him in the draft, and obviously many other people liked him too. So I only want him to get better. Evan Garnett called him an MVP candidate, which I think is dumb. And mainly people believe that he's not getting the time that he deserves. He only played 16 minutes a game this season. As you know, not playing in the game can actually hinder your confidence as a basketball player. But overall, if he sees the time this season, I think Thon Maker can average a double-double, 10 points and 10 rebounds. I'm not asking him to be a star or anything, just be an actual solid player in the league. Next we have up is Andrew Wiggins, the former 1st pick in the NBA draft. This is also a player that I really like coming out of college. He's 6'8", shooting guard, small forward, who can jump out the gym, and his first 3 seasons as a pro were good. Almost averaged 24 points a game, which led to his big contract that people were unhappy about. Now, many people were mad about this contract because after this contract, Andrew Wiggins fell off. His points per game almost dropped from 7 points, even though he took more shots than any of the big 3 on the Timberwolves. And even though he has Tom Thibodeau, his defense still didn't improve. And most people believe that Jimmy Butler and Tom Thibodeau took the fun out of the game. And Andrew Wiggins as a defender this season made them very frustrated, Jimmy Butler and Tom Thibodeau, because they wanted more from him, and it just took his confidence out altogether. And he wasn't a great defender in the league. He didn't try on defense. It's not like he was getting broke down. It's just that he didn't care. He didn't rebound the ball well. He didn't really play make well. He scored 18 points a game, but it was on very low efficiency. Bottom line, I think Andrew Wiggins has the same season. Next we have up is my boy Jordan Clarkson, a former Laker, now Cavalier. Now keep in mind, nobody thought Jordan Clarkson was going to be this good. He was a 2nd round pick, and then when he started producing, everybody was surprised, including me as a Laker fan. Now mid-season, Jordan Clarkson was traded for salary cap for the Lakers, and he went to the Cavaliers. Now his first game there, he had a good game. I think he had like 17 points or something. He just looked like a bigger Isaiah Thomas who actually can defend his position. But when the playoffs start, that's when everything crumbled down. Jordan Clarkson didn't get that much play in the rotation, but when he did get playing time, he played horrible. Many people were blaming it on that he's not a very good knockdown shooter from 3-point range, and that's what LeBron likes to do. He likes to kick out the shooters. And this was his first time in the playoffs, so I give him a pass on that because every first-year player doesn't play great in the playoffs. I think if he wants to stay in the NBA, he has to play good this season. Now with LeBron gone, that means he get more touches on the offensive side of the ball. This is a taking season, so I think he should start over J.R. Smith, who's like 35 right now, sharing the backcourt with Colin Sexton. So I think he could get back to that production that he had on the Lakers, which is around 15 points a game. And I just hate how many people think he's a bad player, which he is not. Last but not least, we have a player named Ronnie Hood, who's also a Cavalier last year. And Ronnie Hood played horrible in the playoffs, just like Jordan Clarkson. Watch any games, you can see Ronnie Hood did not make any open shots. Now, the difference between Jordan Clarkson and Ronnie Hood is that's Ronnie Hood's specialty as a player, shooting the ball. And when you can't make the open shots, you have no use on the floor. And I actually thought, just like many other NBA fans, that Ronnie Hood would be a big vital role for the Cavaliers coming up in the playoffs, because he averaged 17 on the Utah Jazz just 2 months ago, but when he came to the Cavs, all his talent disappeared. Now, Ronnie Hood didn't have the coach that he had in Cleveland. He had Tyronn Lue instead of Quinn Snyder, one of the best coaches in the league. He even had chemistry issues with the head coach and the rest of the coaching staff. He once didn't want to go in the game because it was no point. It was garbage time, and he didn't want to just go in the game just to go in the game. He did have one finals game where he played very well. I think he had like 16 or 17 points, and he was scoring in all three levels: layups, three-pointers, mid-range. He's currently not signed with the team, which I am surprised, because he's a long 6'8" player who can shoot the ball. He's low-key athletic. And it's just very surprising he's not picked up by a team. I wanted the Lakers to pick him up, but it seems like he's not going to get picked up by them. Now, if he signs with the team, I feel like he can get to double-digit scoring again. I feel like he can get to that 40-point mark and three-point percentage again. That'll be all for this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, all that good stuff. I'm out. Peace.